Hello everyone, welcome to Learn C++ for Competitive Programming, brought to you by CodeChef RCEM chapter. Our chapter is on a mission to produce at least 55-star coder at RCEM campus by the end of 2025. This video series is an effort for the same. This is Yash, CP team member, and today we will discuss if-else and switch statement. Here is the basic flow chart for if-else statement. We start the program and check the condition in if statement. If the condition is true in if statement, then we will execute this block of code, else we will execute this block of code. This is a flow chart, basic flow chart for if else condition. Now let's see the syntax for if else condition in C++ program. Here it is a syntax for if else statement in C++ program. We write a condition here and then we check the condition. If the condition is true, we will execute this block of code, else we will execute this block of code. Now let's solve a problem. Problem statement is check the given number is even or odd. First, we will declare a variable a of integer data type and take an input from user and store it in a. Then we will check if a modulo 2 is equal to 0, which means we divide a by 2 and check if the remainder is equal to 0 or not. If the remainder is equal to 0, then we will see out a is an even number, else we will see out a is an odd number. Now let's run this code. In this problem, we use only two conditions, but what if we have more than two conditions? Then we will use nested if-else statement. Here it is the basic flowchart for nested if-else statement. We start a program, then we check a condition, and if the condition is true, then we will execute this block of code. Else we again check a condition. If the condition is true, then we will execute this block of code. And if the condition is not true in this if statement, then again we will check another condition, and if this condition is true, then we will execute this code of block, else we will execute this block of code. This is similar to if else statement, but in this we are using if else statement multiple times. Now let's solve the problem for nested if else statement. The problem statement is user will provide a percentage, and if the percentage is above or equal to 90, assign grade A, and if the percentage is above or equal to 75 and below 90, assign grade B, and if the percentage is below 75, assign grade C. To solve this problem, first we will initialize a variable a of the integer data type and take an input from the user and store it in a, and check if a is greater than or equal to 90, then see out a grade. And if a is not greater than or equal to 90, then we will check this condition. If a is less than 90 and at the same time a is greater than or equal to 75, then we will see out grade B. If a cannot satisfy any condition listed above, then we can say that a is less than 75, so see out C grade. Let's run this code. Till now we know about if else statement and nested if else statement, so let's write a program for basic calculator in C++. So the problem statement is create a calculator. So first we will declare 3 variable of float data type and 1 variable of character data type, and take 2 number from the user and store it in num1 and num2 variable. Then user will input our operator and we will store it in ch variable. Now we will compare ch operator. If ch is equal to plus, then we will see out result num1 plus num2. Else if ch is equal to minus operator, then we will see out result num1 minus num2. Again, if ch is not equal to minus operator and plus operator, and if the ch is equal to multiplication operator, then we will see out num1 multiplied by num2. Else if the ch is equal to division operator, then we will see out num1 divided by num2. If ch is not equal to addition operator, minus operator, multiplication operator and division operator, so this means the operator entered by user is not valid, so we will see out enter a valid operator. Now let's run this code. Here, writing if statement inside else statement multiple times, we can write it in one line using else if statement. Else if statement works exactly like nested if else statement, but it makes a program more easy to understand. This program is also similar to the previous one. We will declare 3 variable of float data type num1, num2 and result, and a ch variable of character data type. Then the user will input our operator and we will store it in ch. Then we will compare ch with plus operator. If ch is equal to plus operator, then we will see out num1 plus num2. Else if ch is equal to minus operator, then we will see out num1 minus num2. Now if ch is not equal to plus operator and minus operator, then we will check if ch is equal to multiplication operator or not, and if it is true, then we will see out num1 multiplied by num2. Again we will check if the above condition is not satisfied, then we will check if ch is equal to division operator, and if it is true, then we will see out num1 divided by num2. And if ch operator is not satisfied with any of the above conditions, then we can say that ch is not a valid operator. So we will see out enter valid operator. Now let's run this code. This code works exactly like the previous one. Now let's learn about switch statement in C++. If the expression provided by the user is equal to constant 1, then this block of code is executed. If expression is equal to constant 2, then this block of code executed. If the expression does not satisfy any of the above condition, then it will execute default statement. Now again, let's make a basic calculator in C++ using switch statement. Initial part of declaring and taking input from the user is same as the previous one. Here switch statement will process ch variable once and check if ch is equal to plus operator, and if it is true then it will see out num1 plus num2, else it will be check that ch if is equal to minus operator, then it will see out num1 minus num2. If the above condition is not satisfied, then ch will be again checked. For case 3, if ch is equal to multiplication operator, then it will see out num1 multiplied by num2. If case 3 is not true, it will check for case 4 similarly. If ch does not satisfy any of the above cases, then it will execute the default block of code. Note that the break statement is used inside each case block. This terminates the switch statement. If the break statement is not used, all the cases after the correct cases are executed. Let's run this code. We have solved one question in 3 different ways using if-else statement, nested if-else statement, and switch statement. Now you may ask, why do we need 3 different ways? Generally, we use switch statement because it is easy to debug and maintain the program, but it depends on the problem. If you have many conditions in a problem, then it is considered good to use switch statements because it is easy to maintain and read. Hope you understand the difference between if-else statement, nested if-else statement, and switch statement. Thank you for watching this video.